Hey LinkedIn, I wanted to run a post this morning about SAM managed services, where we're at with them, who thinks they're still working, if there's a future in them, if cloud and SaaS are changing the landscape too much for us all to follow what we would have previously seen with the Gartner Magic Quadrant, where there was a very well set out criteria for what a managed service provider would have to deliver and what the benefits of that would be from the client perspective. Just as a sidebar, FYI, I always felt that when you looked at the Magic Quadrant for SAM managed services, it was just it was skewed towards the resellers for a number of reasons. But I remember being quite close to one particular reseller a few years ago where staff were encouraged and bonused to get their clients to make comments so that it would bump up their score ratios. Anyway, that's another conversation for another day. My point being on this video is SAM managed services has been around since about 2010. They've taken different guises. Some have been technology led, others have been outcome based around, could be cost or reducing risk, albeit it's a lot easier to quantify cost reduction than it is risk. But I kind of get the sense there's a changing in the market. At Strato, we've been really biased on this point, and we've just said that actually it's more about cost reduction first, target operating model, then some form of control on an ongoing basis. But the more and more we speak to organizations about this space, there's more of an appetite to do it internally around service management. And there's more curiosity around what a SAM supplier can do in terms of ad hoc or drawdown type work around different vendors. Essentially, because if you look at any organization, they don't just have a top 10 or 15 publisher list. That arm extends in an increased manner now. You know, the number of software applications have grown considerably since 2010 or 11. I can't remember what the numbers are, but it's huge. So for procurement and ITAM teams, the model of consumption is changing, the model for procurement's changing, but the net result is there's just a lot more software to manage. So going through the usual gears of a SAM managed service and doing top 15, top 20 reporting just isn't, it's okay, but the environments are just too complicated, the data structures are too complex, and it can end up getting quite messy. So the question from me to my SAM friends, colleagues on LinkedIn, what are your thoughts and views on this? Do you think SAM managed services are going to stay as they've been and just adjust slightly to the SaaS model? Or do you think we're entering a period now where we will see some really big changes, where how third-party SAM and ITAM suppliers are used is literally changing night and day? Yeah, put your comments below. If you want to speak to me directly, just DM me. Okay, thank you.